Hi, what time is it? It's use a tiny decision app to decide what palette I'm going to use today because I don't know what I want to do. I have no inspiration. So here we are. I'm going to spin it. Bum, 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 bum. Kaleidos Electro Turquoise. Alright. So, how have you guys been? This is what the palette looks like, you guys, by the way. Everybody loves this packaging. I hate it, and like it's like getting all worn out and shit. And I mean, like, it's a good maybe like travel package, but like travel shape, I guess. I don't know. I really need to clean my brushes. I'm gonna go into this brown. I really need to clean my brushes. I primed both my eyes. Why did I do that? Anyways, I normally wash my brushes once a week. Like, I'll use my brushes for a week, and I normally can make it almost a full week without having to use the same brush twice, minus my face brushes. Because I don't like mixing, like, would have to scrub them off to use them, you know, in another palette or color. I would have to scrub them off, you know, and I don't like doing that because I'm lazy. So, but you guys, I haven't washed them since Christmas break, so 2 weeks. By the way, today is the 6th of January. I am trying to get better. I'm just gonna take a clean brush, no product. I'm trying to get better at telling you guys what day it is because I pre-film and I have videos that sometimes I push back for whatever reason, like if I'm doing some collabs or whatever, and I just don't plan things. I just go, oh, this is supposed to go up. I have this listed for this day, but now I have a collab, so I'm just gonna move it, you know? I don't like juggle my videos or like pay attention. Like, I don't have any rhyme or reason generally with most of my videos on when they go. So I really need to get better at telling you what day it is, because I had a video just recently that went live that was like 2 months old, and I'm like, oh man, Ash. I am gonna go into this. I don't know what the names of these are called because they came on that stupid little slip thing, and I did not save that at all. I'm actually kind of happy that they pulled this palette. I mean, I like this palette quite a bit. The Taco Bell palette. It reminds me of an old school Taco Bell, but I didn't come up with that. It was Betty Jean or Batty Jean or whatever. But it reminds me of an old school Taco Bell. But I've been thinking, they've been advertising the Melt blueprint palette a lot. Like, at least on my feed on Instagram, I'm getting a bunch of looks for that palette. And I want it. I want that palette, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. They're giving me all the feels, and a lot of the looks, not all of them, but a lot of them, you know, it's a brown and blue palette, so they're blue and brown looks. And so I've actually been wanting to do a blue and brown look. So here we are, and I'm excited about that. I'm taking an even bigger brush, and this is like redonkulous. This is a highlighter brush, but it's what I have in front of me that's clean. as far as fluffy brushes go, because I'm out of fluffy brushes that are clean. And I don't want to hope that I scrub it off good enough that I'm not adding other shadows. So this brown is really pretty. It's really pigmented though, and so like blending out the edges, it's hard since there isn't really anything else to blend it out with. I mean, I could do the orange and it would probably look decent, but I don't want an orange. I want it to be brown. So I am going to use this same brush and kind of wipe it off a little bit, and I am going to go into that dark turquoise. Turquoise? I have a hard time saying that. How are you guys? I'm okay. Today is a gym day, so this makeup will be washed off, unfortunately, but I gotta go to the gym. Oh, my mom and I are gonna go get a eVolt 360 scan. I'm so nervous. I'm not nervous, like I know my results are not gonna be good. I'm just gonna be kind of embarrassed to see like how much fat I really do have, and like I'm at it, you know, it's like a super fancy scanner, but I am lifting weights and doing a lot of weights, and I'm trying to gain muscle, and so I do push myself with heavier weights. They're not heavy because I'm weak as fuck, but you know, heavy for me. And losing weight has been not really something my body's been wanting to do. So I'm kind of hoping, I'm gonna take that dark blue. I'm kind of hoping, maybe I'm not, I'm gonna take that light blue, that the scan will help me, because it's like $25. You're supposed to get it done every 4 to 6 weeks, but I'm not going to do it that often. I'll probably do it in 3 months or 6 months to see, like, maybe I'm not losing weight, but I'm losing fat percentage and gaining muscle. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But to be quite honest, I am not experienced. So with my weights and weight training and stuff, I'm teaching myself, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Like, that brown gets out of control so quickly. I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I might not even see results because the way I'm doing it is wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping this like helps give me an idea of things. I hate weights so much. I love jogging. It's so mindless, and I can do it and it just be fine. But lifting weights is something else, you guys. Like, you know those noises those weirdos make while they're lifting them? It's necessary. 100%. I mean, like, I'm not making noises, but like I get why. Like the weird breathing that they do and stuff, because it's like, it's so hard. And you have to breathe in and breathe out at certain points when you're doing that much weight, and like yeah, it's something. The other thing that I've realized about lifting weights is, like, when I'm lifting them, I'm gonna take some glitter glue. My body my heart, it goes dum 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 dum, like really hard. Okay, that sound effect was ridiculous. Ignore me. But it's like my heart goes really heavy. And when I jog or do cardio, it's more like thump, 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 right? It's like smaller thumps, but faster. But when I'm lifting weights, it's not fast, but it's heavy. And I hate it. It's so hard. And I'm going to go into this one right here, the shimmer, the turquoise shimmer. But I get tired from weights. Like, I am shook on how exhausted, like, weights make me. Like, I can jog a long ways before feeling exhausted. And with weights, it's not like that. With weights, I start feeling exhausted after the first 30 minutes. Like, and I know that my protein intake is not high enough, and I'm working on that. The last couple of days I've done pretty good, and hopefully increasing my protein is going to help with the burnout that I'm feeling. I'm gonna go into the shimmer silver. I'm gonna flip the brush over, but I don't know. I'm been reading, and I'm in a couple of groups and just like talking to people, and it's a lot. And having a weightlifting routine that works all of your muscles and just Do you hear my cat peeing? Maybe my dog is getting a drink of water, but I think it's my cat peeing. Anyways, it's a lot of work. It's a lot harder, and I don't have the money for a personal trainer, so I'm just reading and learning, and yeah. So, not that any of you guys care. Maybe that bores you. Like, this is a makeup channel, not a workout channel, but I also talk about like what I'm doing in my life, and that's just something that I'm like doing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if that's boring to you, and not, something you want to hear about. Like, I know working out is not for everybody, and dieting, or not dieting, but like I don't want to say dieting like trying to be like healthy eating and healthy isn't for everybody, and that's fine. You do you, like whatever makes you happy, right? You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe you don't know what I mean. I just like I'm talking about working out and dieting or healthy eating is a tricky topic, because there's the whole like body shaming and fat shaming, or those feelings that people may get, and it may make them uncomfortable with their own body, and I don't ever want to make anybody feel like that. I don't care about that. I'm just gonna go. I will be right back. My hair. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. What do you think? For my lippy, I used this Cosmetics Brindle. And I also topped it with this Trust Fund Beauty Better Than Oil Lip Therapy. It's just a clear lip gloss with like little bitty itty sparkles in them. Yeah, I don't like the name of that. I've said that before, I think. Anyways, for my waterline, I used Crystal Crush, and for my highlight, I used this I Love Revolution Vanilla Frosting, you know, Makeup Revolution. And then for my inner corner highlight, I used this Lady Bird Super Shock from ColourPop because it's super glittery, and I thought that it would look good with that silver and just pop. So yeah, guys, I love this palette. Every time I use it, I love it. I don't use it very often, but when I do, like, I love it. The shimmers are so good, and the mattes are really good. And you guys, I love blues with browns. I know that's why, like, that's why there's so many palettes with neutral colors with a pop of blue, because it just looks really good together, in my opinion. But I also love blues with oranges. They're opposite on the color wheel and they look so good together. And so I love this palette. I know so many people like feel limited when they look at this, but when I look at this, I have so many thoughts and ideas with looks to create, and every time I've used it and created looks, I'm happy with it. Anyways, this, I don't even know if you can still get this. I think you can, and I know it's super old and like nobody cares about it anymore, but it's the palette I used, so I'm talking about it. Hopefully you guys aren't annoyed with my fitness. Hopefully you guys aren't annoyed with my fitness talk, and that it doesn't trigger anybody or anything like that. It's just what I'm doing and what brings me joy. I'm weak and I want to be stronger, and at this point in my weight loss journey, you guys, have lost 80 pounds. I'm not looking to be thin. Like, it's so hard to get out of that 90s thing. I know this video is not, I'm just talking. I'm sorry. You guys, bye if you exited out. But I don't want, like, I grew up seeing those 90s bodies, you know, when
I didn't understand that.
When they were super thin, that being that very thin model was like what people were aiming for, and people were like almost dangerously thin, and like Paris Hilton and, you know, Christina Aguilera, you know, they were so skinny. And in my mind, that's where my mind starts going, and I'm trying to train my mind that that's not where I want to go. That's not what I want to be. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I don't want to be thin. That's not my goal. My goal is to be strong and healthy and fit, not thin, you know? And so, yeah. Anyways, that's my spiel. Oh, for my blush, if you cared, I used the ColourPop Too Cool for School because it's kind of a neutrally color. I love this one so much, and I stopped using it because I had hit pan and it made me nervous, and then I pushed everything, you know, over there and was like, oh, well, I still have a lot left. You know, they don't make this anymore. Andy did send me a link at one point that this was on Poshmark, and I should have ordered it, but I didn't. But I love this blush. I love the cream blushes from ColourPop because I feel like they blur my skin a little bit. But anyways, oh, my waterline, I use this Crystal Crush. I don't know if I told you that. I'm just gonna go because I'm just blabbing about bullshit, and I don't know. Did you make it to the end? Are you still here listening to my ramblings? Like, if you did, leave me an orange emoji. No, leave me a taco emoji, because this reminds me of the old school Taco Bell, or some sort of, you know, or a bell if you can't find a taco. Anyways, I'm just gonna go, okay? I'm sorry for taking your time. Bye.